School was crazy. There was just so busy for so many days. Last day of school, she says. And the school was crazy. There was just so busy for so many days. And then we went out of town, and then we came back, and there was work and puppy classes and all sorts of stuff. I had fully intended on doing nothing today and remaining in my pajamas all day. But that didn't happen, because it's me. So I came out here and I removed the plastic floor, keeping it, because I'll use it as a template when I do have to cut the plywood and the flooring to go in here. And then I started work on a little tuck-away spot for June's ramp. So, yeah. Just lost all my steam because I'm tired and it's hot out here. There will be a ramp between these two things, and it will slide. I'll put a rail system in here, and it will slide in and slide out. It will have to have a hinge on it at some point, because it will have to come all the way out here to about here before it can tip down. So that's gonna be interesting. I don't know how I'll do that, but I will cross that bridge when I get there. Checking it out. I worked on framing out the dividing wall here. I did have a cross piece going through here, but then I realized that now that it's framed in, I don't have enough room to get full pieces of plywood home, which I'm gonna need for the walls. So I took out this piece so that I could try to slide the plywood in through the portal. And then I framed out this wall here. There will be books here and then a faux window there. So I sat in the driver's seat, made sure that our little circles are not gonna block my view from the rearview mirror. But then I also did some research on some really cool backup camera rearview mirrors. So I might not even worry about blocking my view because those rearview mirrors are pretty cool. I ordered all of the soundproofing and insulation yesterday. So the next step, now that most of the framing is in, is going to be to soundproof and insulate everything. I found some acoustic panels that are going to be very sound dampening that also have a really high R value. So I'm going to be using acoustic panels. And for everyone who's worried out there, yes, I'm sticking with stranded cord wiring and not solid core, even though I hate it. There's not a single straight wall in this thing, except for the two fake ones that I built. Everything else is curved. There's not even like 2 inches that's at 180 degrees that's straight. Some of the framing is a little creative, and I'm going to use yucca board, which is pretty flexible. So I think that I should be able to compensate for a lot of that curvature using the yucca board. Where this curve meets is probably going to be the trickiest thing. I added in, after I thought about it, I added in this extra strap across the top so that I can run some relief cuts down the back of the yucca board, and I think I can do almost like a cove trim, wrap the yucca board around into the ceiling like this. I've also looked into some faux wood beams that are made out of foam, so I'll make a decision on that soon, maybe, hopefully. On this side of the portal, we have the library, the Gothic medieval wizard's library here, and then this side is our magical forest. So I'm less concerned about how the ceiling is going to meet the walls because I'm going to have faux tree branches here. The wire mesh and some foam is going to cover that, so I don't have to worry about the funky angles. I did frame out the floor in here so that I can put a pull-out ramp here so that as Juniper ages, she'll be able to climb up easier. After I made that, I thought this is a great compartment for extra book storage. So I think the whole floor will lift up and close, and this will be book storage. Flooring, I took out the black hard plastic that was in here, cleaned it up, scraped it off. It still looks a little rough, but it is as clean as I can get it. The insulation for the flooring will hopefully be here in the next day or so as well. And then, yeah, insulation will be really the next thing that I hit. Once all the exterior is insulated, then I can bring home the yucca board and the plywood floor in here, and then once that gets in and gets here, then I can frame out this wall, finish framing out this wall. I just can't frame it out totally because I will lock out my ability to get the plywood and the yucca board home. So along this wall here, there'll be book storage. I have a really cool antique Gothic looking desk that I would like to put here with some drawers in it for book storage, desk to style up, make it look like a fun magic wizard lives here. And then I'm going to use foam insulation to carve out a circular Gothic style window, which is really what I'm hoping to do. So that you can come in, you can see a little desk. If I ever end up selling bookmarks or pins or things like that at festivals or craft fairs, I would probably store that in the desk and use that desk as a way to display it. This cool overhead space, it's gonna store probably books as well. I want to make it look like cracked rock with a giant dragon eye looking through there, but really that will be the door to open and close the space to hide the storage. That is a fun little detail that I'm hoping I can pull off. My oldest is really good at modeling and molding and making sculptures. Hopefully she can help me make a dragon's eye peeking in through here. Spirit fingers. So this wall is dividing the library section from the reading nook. I'm gonna try to make it look, again, like a Gothic stained glass window, but maybe like part of it's broken by a tree limb. This is the outdoors. This is the magical forest. I'm going to use grass and upholstery foam so that we have a nice cushy area to sit on back here, and then build a tree stump or the root of a tree over this wheel well that I will also put cushioning over. I've been looking into liquid latex, so if anybody's ever been to one of those kids bounce house places like Catch Air, they have soft foam furniture that has a rubber coating or a liquid latex coating over it. So that's what I'm hoping to do, is either make these rocks or tree stumps in appearance, but they're actually backrests, cushy backrests. I've been experimenting with the liquid latex on a tree inside the house, a fake tree inside the house. We'll see how it goes. Is recording being goofy and weird? I mean, if you're recording and I'm being goofy and weird, that makes sense because I am goofy and weird. Yep, I have an inch to spare. That's what she said. Okay, so had to order several cords that were the wrong ones. I don't know what this is, but that is not what I ordered. I ordered the Wolfbox G890. It comes with 3 cameras. Let's see if we got anything. Oh! There we go.